and
from
go
there.
from
Just rock
and
out.
and one band that I know, right, and transitioning into one of the things that we're talking about, and I'm really happy. Like if you were near me, Sammy, I would have
Mm-mm.
squeezed you into a nice bear hug because
Dude.
I've been a Scorpion fan
Oh,
for
dude.
the
Yes.
longest time, man, and heavy metal. Like as much as I love all the heavy, you know me, I love the heavy,
Yes.
but
Yes.
there's such a beautiful place in my heart for
Scorpion,
Scorpions,
man.
Europe. We've had our talks
Oh,
about Europe.
yes.
Yeah, we've been there. But when you said I was literally listening to them. I've been on, like, you could ask my
When I
Spotify is
text
like,
you about
yeah,
Scorpion,
exactly. I was listening. My favorite song from them is "Still Loving You," and
oh man, I
the
got
great
chills just.
dude, the greatest love song of all time. I don't care.
Yes.
Beatles,
Yes.
nah, don't come
Yes.
close to that. This is the
Yes.
greatest love song ever written, the best ballad. But 60 years.
60 years.
60 years, man. That's a
close
phenomenal.
close to technically they're 60 years 2025, but it's still close. It's coming
It's
to
I'm gonna round it up. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that,
60
man.
years. It's
60
crazy.
years. And so, I mean, I think Scorpions, it's safe to say, I mean, the 80s, so many bands came out, but Scorpions is one of
Yeah.
the most, I want to say top 10 most
And
important bands of the 80s.
I would agree.
What do you think? Talk to me.
I would agree. So I just uh read about the interview on Uli John Roth. You
Mm,
know, he plays with with the with Scorpions on 5 albums.
mm,
And what's funny with what's interesting in that conversation was like because if you listen to the album with Uli, it's more exotic to me.
yeah.
It's there's a lots of more like psychedelic, but not to the hip too much of a hippie side, but
Yeah,
more like
yeah, yeah.
interesting part, like just passages that sort of take you to the forest, and then you see the mountains and you see the
Yeah,
lakes. That's how I
yeah.
pictured my head. And then he was saying, yeah, at the time that he
Yeah.
was with the band, he already wrote he was writing more even stuff
Mhm.
out there.
Yeah.
So he said when they got separated, it was like it was sort of like in really good terms, because he want to do more of that stuff, and the
Yeah.
bands want to go more commercial, because Rudy Shanker, Rudolph, always he's the guy with a vision, right?
Hmm.
He's the guy that take that band to where it is now.
Hmm.
And he's the main songwriter, sort of, with the Clouds, of course. And then
Hmm.
and they those two guys carried on from the very beginning. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I was looking it up when we were talking when you told me about it, and I'm like, man, dude, Klaus is gonna be 75.
75. Yeah, 75.
75, man. He's up
Yeah,
there. He's still
he's
doing
up
it,
there.
man.
He's still rocking it.
And the voice is, I mean, we could
It's
do we
still
could do a
going.
whole episode on that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
think it, yeah.
the one thing before I forget is the Scorpion, the what I was trying to say is the people all over the world love Scorpion.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's a global
the
band. It's a global band.
it's a global band.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't realize that Wind of Change, it was number one almost in every country on earth
Yeah.
when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. It changed people's lives. It did. It
yeah,
really did. And I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm not saying
yeah,
that whatsoever. I mean, it's a great song. I just think there's more hits. I think there's better
yeah.
songs that they have in their
Oh yeah,
catalog that is pretty amazing because Wings of I think it's like the commercial success of it, right? That kind
you,
of did
you
its thing.
you
But
you
yeah.
remember what during that time is because of the political world, political in the world right then and
Exactly.
there.
Exactly.
They were writing that song at the right time, and when people need to hear sort of like a snapshot of the time.
Yeah.
So that's why
It,
it got so popular. The song, to me, I couldn't hear it anymore because
yeah.
it's overplayed to death.
It really is, man. It really, I mean, it's not a bad song.
Yes,
it's like Welcome to the Jungle. Like, dude, we get it. You
yes,
know,
yeah,
we get it. You know,
yes.
we're in the jungle, or we've been in the jungle, dude. We get it.
I
You know,
always, I speaking of that
yeah.
band, I always pick Paradise City over that one.
Yeah, and even that one too. That was pretty much anything from Appetite from
Anything
Destruction.
from Appetite,
I'm
you
over it,
lost
man.
appetite.
I've lost appetite. I'm full. I'm done. Okay, you know, we're
No,
good. But
no mas.
no mas, man. You know, but that's the thing about Scorpions is a very is when it takes me home, dude. It reminds me of when I
Yeah,
was like
that's true.
8, you know, 6 years old, and
Yeah,
listening to like Big City Lights, you know, not even Rock You Over the Hurricane, but like No One
yeah.
Like You, right? You know, stuff like that. That's just like,
The
yeah, there
zoo.
was the zoo, yeah, yeah,
Dun.
yeah.
And you know what that song is about? They wrote it in New York City, about New York City at
Exactly. Yeah.
42nd Street.
Yeah, I
It
heard
was
Klaus
like,
talking about it, man. But something about Still Loving You
yeah,
is so it's just
classic.
it's classic, brother. It's beyond classic. It's
Yeah,
one of like I'm saying, one of the greatest love songs
I
ever
agree.
written.
100%.
Because like the words, the feeling, the double chorus at the end, you know,
Perfect.
he perfect, perfect. I mean, no, every I don't know, 16 to 25-year-old could feel that their
Yeah,
first, you know, and
yeah.
I was at the gym and it came on the rotation, and
Hmm.
and I just immediately thought about my wife. You know, I was like,
Yeah,
you know, you know, the stuff that we go
yeah,
through, sweetie, I'm
yeah,
still here for you. You know,
yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy, man. They only them could do it. Only them.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a testament of good songs right there. It
Yeah,
could
man.
take you like we don't have time machine, but music is a mind time machine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is, man. It is.
You
It
know,
is.
the feel, the smell, it comes from just listening to the songs.
One thing for sure, brother. I wanna kind of do a quick plug real quick with
Yeah.
there's a buddy that I had on the show and I got to do another interview,
Okay.
but his name is Armageddon. Armageddon. I don't know if you heard of him.
From Dallas, we play with them a couple of times actually when they came to town. So
Really,
they're
really.
the
So
oh yes,
with the head, with the suit and everything.
yes, yes,
I was so happy to have him on the show because he reminds me of that, like that Prince,
yes.
Scorpion stuff. Great guy,
They're
man. You
great.
guys check
They're
him out.
great.
Check, he's great.
So we were trying to do to have them join the tour from Texas, but it just didn't work out timing wise. We were so
Ah,
looking forward
man.
to that for them to join.
Yeah,
Absolutely, we
yeah.
love those guys. And then if Armageddon guys listening to this, well, we should do more shows, more
More
tour.
love,
So
love for those guys, man. Nothing but love. You know, and it took me back, and it just like
right,
it was it was refreshing, man. It was refreshing to talk back about you know, the Scorpions and stuff like that, because I mean, it's the foundation of heavy, man. It
yeah,
really is.
yeah, yeah. Man, you brought up a band that I really like because no one knows enough about Armageddon.
Nah, 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 nah. They
Uh,
don't. They don't.
and
No,
and then and then
he's
with the
good too.
image, it was like it was good. It was good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good
No,
luck
it's
to them.
yeah, yeah. No, I had him on the show. It sucks because I had him on the show, and then his you know, his internet was not working. You know, and it was all choppy, and I was like, ah, man, you know, but it was good, man. It was good to connect and have that somebody who loves and is playing that
Yeah.
music from that era, man. I love it.
You're right. I mean, I didn't think of that. Now you're right. It's that's Scorpion all over their music. It's yeah, I love it. Now
Yeah.
that you mention it, I connect the dots.
Yeah, as soon as I heard, well, because he has a good combination of stuff, right? Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, because Scorpions is kind of like they had like maybe even some punk elements, you know, they had
Yeah.
some,
They got everything,
they
man.
got everything, they literally did everything, the riffs, you know, everything. But
Yeah.
when I heard Armageddon, it was like they took the stuff that they're really good at, right? The melodic
Yeah.
stuff, the singing, the power metal, or I'm sorry, the
Yeah.
heavy power
The
metal
heavy.
stuff, you know, and it came out great, you know, and that's why. I came back to because I haven't heard it. Well, I'm not saying I haven't heard Scorpions. Like, like they put on, Rock You Like a Hurricane and
Yeah, yeah,
Wings of Change. I'm like, I know, I know,
yeah.
I
That's
know.
the usual radio staples, right? But
Exactly. That's the stuff that we hear. But then when you get in, like as you said, the zoo, right? No One Like You,
yes,
right?
yes,
It's just fuck,
yeah,
you ain't gonna find it like that anymore, man. You ain't gonna find it.
yeah.
And one of the songwriting is just
Songwriting is, and that's